In this video, we are going to unbox and take a closer look at this, the ShotScope ProX laser rangefinder. Now this is a brand new offering from ShotScope and it fits perfectly into the budget laser rangefinder category, but it is one that is packed with features including really cool customization. Now I'll be unboxing this and telling you more about it in this video, but if you do have any questions about this product, make sure you drop them in the comments area below and I'll get back to you with answers as soon as possible. And if after watching this video you're interested in pulling the trigger on the ProX or any other ShotScope products, then if you use the discount code AndysGolf, which is in the description below alongside my affiliate link, you'll be able to save an extra 15% off all products site-wide. Now, let's get inside the box of the ShotScope ProX. Okay, so this is the packaging for the ShotScope ProX rangefinder. Now, it's really nicely packaged, which is pretty much what you expect from ShotScope. I always think their packaging looks really nice, especially on the shop shelf. You'll see here this is a Pro ZR packaging, so they are very similar. ShotScope have obviously stuck to what they know and what they do well. So nicely designed packaging here. You'll see there's also this GPS map here, and I'm going to tell you more about this in just a second, but this is an additional thing you get access to when you buy the ProX. On the back here we can see a little list of what is included in the box. We'll take a look at that in a second, of course. And just quickly flying through the key features from the ProX. So we have an 800 yard range on this device, which in my opinion is more than enough for any laser rangefinder. We have adaptive slope, so slope mode, which you expect in any rangefinder these days. We've got that. ×6 zoom, and we also have rapid fire detection. The ShotScope lasers are generally very fast firing and accurate, so I'll be looking forward to testing this out. But if it's anything like the rest of the models in the range, then it will be just fine. We also have the built-in cart magnet, which is perfect for those of you who play in the hotter, nicer countries where basically instead of walking you're on a cart. You can use the magnet built into this to stick onto any metal on the cart and just grab it as and when you need it. And finally, there's the target lock vibration. It just gives you that feedback and confidence that you have managed to zap those pins. So anyway, that's a little bit about the ShotScope ProX box. Let's open it up and take a closer look at what we'll find inside. So first of all, we have the carry case here. Now it's a really sturdy feeling carry case. It is presumably water resistant. These aren't often fully waterproof, although it looks like it is fairly well sealed, but it's a nice, neat little carry case, and I can feel from the weight of this that the rangefinder itself is inside. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's look at some of the things that we get inside the box. So first of all, we have this card here. Now this is for free GPS maps, which is what I mentioned just a second ago. So with your ShotScope ProX, you'll be able to download the ShotScope mobile app on either Android or iOS devices, and this will give you the GPS on the golf course, so you'll be able to see how far you have left to the front, center and the back of the green. You'll be able to see any bunkers, and you'll be able to move these points around to give you that all-important GPS information for the other shots where you're not maybe using the rangefinder. So you'll get access to this with the QR code, which is a nice additional feature from ShotScope. And there's a strategy builder, which is my strategy. It's a really powerful tool for planning rounds, particularly useful if you haven't played the course before. And I'll link to my video showing how that works in the comments area below and also in the card above. So you'll be able to see that and access that with your ProX. As well as that, we have the ShotScope manual here. This is a user guide for the ProX model. ShotScope always do this very, very well. It's a simple, easy to follow manual. There's not too much in here. You could read through it in a couple of minutes. And they've got nice diagrams there explaining exactly how to use your ShotScope ProX. If you need an electronic copy of this, there is a QR code that you can scan here to view it online. And I think there's probably links to some support articles at the back. Again, there's more QR codes. So a nice little instruction manual there. Cleaning cloth for the lens, so over time if you get any little bits of dirt or grass into the lens, you'll be able to clean it with that handy cleaning cloth. There's the carabiner clip here. And then basically this just goes on to this little tab on the back of the carry case like that. And then we can use that to carry it on our golf bags And then finally, inside the box is the CR23V or 3V battery. So basically, this is how the device is powered. These are extremely cheap to buy, they cost a couple of pounds, but you should get thousands of shots out of this battery with your ShotScope rangefinder. I have other rangefinders which have a built-in rechargeable battery where they're powered by USB, and they are more convenient because you don't need to then buy replacement batteries, but these are very cheap. And for the other ShotScope laser rangefinders that I have which have batteries, I've never even had to replace one yet, but we'll need to put this into the device, and you'll see it's got a little plastic tab on it, so we need to make sure we take that off before we insert it. So let's just push this to one side, and then let's take a closer look at the laser itself. So as I said, it's quite a nice carry case. It doesn't have the same sort of premium look to the ShotScope Pro ZR model or some of the other kind of premium lasers on the market, but if I grab this case, this is the one for the Pro L2, you'll see they're very, very similar, although it's got maybe a slightly easier to wipe and clean cover here on this model. So we'll pop it open and let's grab the laser. So the laser is inside a little package or a little polythene bag, so take that out, let's just get rid of that. And this is the ProX, and the first thing you will notice is this one has my logo on it. So ShotScope has kindly added my logo to this particular laser. Now it's basically just a little plastic tab which has, I think it's magnetized possibly in the back there. There's a little bit of weight to that, and this can be replaced with other ones. So you could have your company's design, or you can have the ShotScope one, and I can see there it has been connected, so there'll be the magnet built into here, and then that's what we'll use to stick it onto our cart, and then this can just stick on and clip in. So we could replace it if we want to, but I love my little Andy's Golf Blog one there. And this makes it a perfect item if you run a society or a group or a golf club and you want to personalize some lasers to sell or to give out as prizes potentially. So the ProX, very, very simple. On top there we've got a power button, and then we have the slope switch, which is a nice switch, feels quite sturdy. On the back here we've got the rotating eyepiece there for focusing it. You can see a little focus plus or minus on the top, and this is where the battery goes. So if I can just pop that open, as I said, we'll have to make sure we take the plastic cover off first, otherwise the contacts won't work, but it just slots into there, and then we can just close that. We've got the ShotScope branding on here, and also you'll see underside of this we've got the ProX part. So if I didn't for any reason want to have this on, I could just go without, but I'll put that back in for now. And that's it. So it's a really nice, neat little laser rangefinder. Now if I grab the Pro L2, you'll see that side by side. They are actually very, very similar. So there's a little bit more, I think, of an arch there for sitting in your hand, but there's a good weight to this. It feels comfortable to hold. It's easy to access those buttons on top or side, so you can actually do everything with just two fingers like that. You'll see on the Pro L2, the slope switch is on the side, so people can quite clearly see you're using or not using the slope mode, whereas on this one it's on the top. And then you'll see the Pro L2 just has that one button. So really the kind of big difference here is we've got more of this ridge effect running all the way up, and the slope mode button has been moved to the top. But aside from that, I suspect they're going to be very, very similar lasers, so I'm looking forward to testing this out on the golf course and seeing how it performs. If you're interested in the Pro L2, I do have a full review on my golf blog and over on YouTube just now. I'll link to that in the comments area below. But yeah, that's the ShotScope ProX, so a really nice looking laser. I've got this one in white. Hopefully I won't be dropping this. I'm not sure how well it'll cope with the dirt or sweat from my hands whenever I play. I suspect it may be quite challenging to keep it clean, but I do think it's a really nice looking, neat little laser. So there you have it, that's the brand new ShotScope ProX unboxed. I can't wait to get to the golf course to try this out and see how it compares with the slightly cheaper Pro L2 model and the more expensive premium Pro ZR models. But for me, I love the fact that you can customize this device, and I've got my logo on it, and it's great that you get access to the additional GPS maps through the ProX product. If you have any questions about the ProX, drop them in the comments area below, I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible with some answers. And remember, if you want to save 15% on the ProX or any other ShotScope products, then just enter the code AndysGolf at checkout on the ShotScope website, and I've popped my affiliate link in the description below, which will take you to the site nice and quickly. All that's left is for me to head to the golf course now and try the ProX out over a number of weeks and rounds to make sure that I can provide the best review possible for you guys. So if you're interested in that review, if it's ready, it'll be available to view on screen just now.